Hey everyone, in today's video I'll be going over the program we use to get Derek to a 600-pound axle deadlift. But before we dive in, make sure to find me over on Instagram. I offer one-to-one coaching. It's my full-time job and the odds are very good. I'd love to work with you. With that being said, let's talk deads. When Derek landed his 600-pound axle deadlift, all I had to say was that everything went according to Keikaku. Translator note, Keikaku means plan. Now, as far as the axle deadlift itself goes, this is a very much strongman specific movement. You'll generally train this with straps on for bicep safety. It's not done as a grip exercise. You could train it without straps. It's going to be great for grip, but personally, I'm not going to recommend it under any circumstances. The difficulty of the axle deadlift comes from the lack of flex in the bar. On a standard powerlifting bar, you might get 1 to 2 inches of flex, and on a true dedicated deadlift bar, 2 to 3 inches, if not more, when it comes to flex. Also, the axle's thicker diameter places the weight further ahead of you, so essentially you're pulling semi-stiff-legged from a very slight deficit, but it doesn't change your position as much. It's a great all-around deadlift developer as a result of that. This helps you break off the floor, and also if you find that you hitch your deadlifts a lot, the axle doesn't reward that. Because the weights don't oscillate over the top since there's no bend, it's harder to hitch with the axle. In general, if you can pull it on an axle, you can pull it on pretty much any bar. So the program itself is a 1 time a week frequency, and what you're going to do here is if you are someone who's been deadlifting on a deadlift bar and you are switching over to the axle, you should try to match your deadlift PR on the axle. Conversely, if you just want to use this for your standard deadlift, aim to set your max to 20 to 30 pounds above where you're at right now. Granted, if you just recently tested your 1RM, you probably shouldn't go that aggressive. Use your better discretion. All percentages in the workout program are based off of your hypothetical target max in the deadlift, in that you are not going to use a squat 1RM for the squat setting in the program because the squats that are present are just done to warm up. This is all about breaking the floor. So if you are on a regular bar and you find you're really good from the mid-shin up, this program could help you with your initial pull off the ground. I also make some general suggestions as far as accessory movements go. So you'll see here the program is pretty gosh darn simple. It's 6 weeks. You start with a deadlift stance box squat with a bar of your choosing. I strongly recommend either a camber bar or an SSB. Then you're going to do some 1.5 rep sets. So that's where you deadlift to the knees, come back down, and then all the way up. That's 1 repetition. Then you'll have a top set and then some back off sets. So between the 1.5 rep sets and your top set, if you need additional warm-up sets, which you should, especially later in the program, just take sensible jumps doing 1 or 2 reps at a time. And then again, with respect to that deadlift stance box squat, you're basing that off of your target 1RM, not off of a squat. This is just here to warm up the hips. I find that it works really well for a lot of lifters to do some form of light box squat before they deadlift, as it also helps improve the leg drive with that deadlift stance. Very simple programming. You can screenshot this for your own convenience. Otherwise, I do offer a spreadsheet of this down in the description below. It's $6. As far as your accessory work goes, it's pretty gosh darn simple. Category 1, pick a single movement for 2 to 3 rounds of 6 to 10 reps, GHR, Nordic hamstring curls, back extensions, or another similar movement of your choosing. In the second category, again, you'll pick one single movement, do 2 to 3 rounds of 6 to 10 reps, something like a deadlift stance leg press, split squat, or a hack squat. Again, pick movements that make sense in this section here. And then for the third category, you're going to pick 2 exercises, one for the low back, one for the core. 3 to 4 rounds of 10 to 20 reps, reverse hypers, back extensions, ab wheel, cable crunches, and side bends. Back extensions appear twice because if you have the ability to load them more heavily, I like placing them higher up in the category, whereas if you can't load them as heavily due to equipment restrictions, place them lower on and use the higher rep variation. Again, a very simple and basic program overall. In general, most quality programs are a lot simpler than you think they're going to be. And if you did want this done for you, in the description box down below, you can get the spreadsheet for $6. And then we're going to play out with Derek's deadlift. Thank you so much for watching. You folks have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.
Let's go!